welcome to your reading. We're going to tune in. I've already prayed and I've pre-shuffled, so we can jump straight in. I got a Knight of Swords, the Star, Eight of Wands, Temperance, Judgment. I want one more, Two of Swords. Okay, I'm picking up on someone who's weighing their options. They're sort of in the head about a direction. It seems like someone is feeling like they're at a crossroads. Like they can feel or see or sense very distinctively that the choice that they do make is going to bring them to a different outcome, like even a different trajectory within their life. So whoever I'm tapping into here feels very much like the decision that they are about to make is going to change their life. So they're not taking it lightly, which is as well with the Temperance why they're taking the time. If this is someone connected to you, it can feel like they're moving very slow. If this is yourself, you may feel how you're moving slow, or how the decision, like you're coming to the decision at a slower pace. There is a sense of like in and out. I'm getting someone constantly like, oh, this is the right decision, and then suddenly shifts again in a very short, either like within a day or within a few hours. They feel like, no, this is the right decision. I just heard someone say flip a coin. So they may be getting advice from like friends or just people within the environment. So it seems like others are noticing that this is happening, that this is going on. So they may have shared with someone in their life or with others in their life that they are standing at a big decision. I'm going to come to what the decision is about in a minute. It just seems like I keep getting a heaviness to this. It seems like, for one, not an easy decision to make. And again, there's this weight to it, like feeling, sensing that this is going to change the course of my life. Let's see. I got the Hermit and I got the Eight of Cups. Okay, so I'm getting more information what this decision is about. So as you may know, in tarot, roles can be reversed. So you may find yourself in this role, or you may find yourself connected to the role I'm reading for. The decision is being made. Whoever's going to be affected by this decision is disappointed, is sitting in disappointment, is either blocked or has done the blocking. So in other words, there's definitely a connection here that I'm picking up on. One is at like the threshold of like, I need to make a decision. With the Three of Cups, it looks like it's also a decision between different people. It's like they can feel, they can sense, or they know they need to make a decision. In other words, someone that may have been juggling or that may have been keeping a roster is now faced with a more serious decision of like, this could be here with the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Wands. It could be someone that has sort of set the record straight, like if this were to continue, this and this needs to happen. Like, I don't want to say this person feels forced to make this decision, but it just seems like the natural course of action, knowing if they want to be with you, if this is you, or if you want to be with this person, that there needs to be sort of like a clearer slate. Like there can't be as much outside interference as is present right now. So with the Eight of Wands, with the Star and the Knight of Swords and the Hermit sideways, which is actually connecting you or this person to you, like this is the bridge, it seems like you both are reflecting on this. you both are coming to this conclusion, whether one has already come to this naturally or is not even as influenced by outside interference, whereas one of the people here definitely is, and it's the one that is taking slower to come to this decision. They are the one that definitely, I mean, this could be an ex lingering, this could be just other people in the orbit, which why is the Magician here? There's something around, I just finished a sentence as like easily manipulated. So it seems like another reason why it's coming to this decision, or why this person feels like they need to make a decision here as well with the Two of Wands, is that they feel, Two of Wands can speak of being at the threshold of like a more serious relationship. Like the Two of Wands can speak of two people that actually want to get into a relationship with each other, and this is sort of like the sorting hat, or like the sorting or the filtration that's happening around it. And again, part of this feels like natural, is like the natural next step. I mean, I do have the Queen of Cups out, so it could be that someone here really did express the needs and the desires of what they need as well to feel, I guess, safe here with the Emperor, to feel safe, to feel like, I mean, the Emperor in this case can also speak of definitely that someone may have expressed what their needs, you know, sort of like standing in for themselves, and also sort of having authority and authorship over their own life. So not just like a passive bystander of just letting someone do what they may do if you sort of allow them to, you know, like, is basically whoever's connected to this person is sort of setting the record straight. Like, this is an energy of someone who knows what they are willing to tolerate and what not, and not being shy of expressing exactly that. That's what I'm saying, expressing their needs and desires with, I guess, not being afraid that it may, well, I don't even feel like the need to say that, because it seems pretty clear from the energy as well that you both want this. Like, both want the relationship, or both want the natural continuation of a relationship. And again, I just keep hearing this is the natural course of action. Like, the Three of Cups is either becoming a problem in this person's life who feels like they're at this decision. I mean, you can gauge for yourself. If you feel like you're in the shoes of like, yeah, I've expressed my needs, I've expressed what I need, I've expressed what I need to feel safe, or that I can even continue this, then of course the case is clear. If you feel like you haven't expressed this, but you can pick up on this as well, that someone is moving slow, coming to a decision slow, it can be, like I already said, someone is coming to this conclusion naturally. Can also be due to circumstances or the way the connection between the two of you set up, but someone here has been reflecting and is understanding the natural next course of action to get what I want, for it to also be like harmonious and not chaotic, and a healing experience for both, is that I get rid of these influences, outside influences, or at least set the necessary boundaries so it doesn't become, or isn't, an interference. I got the High Priestess, the Two of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's just confirming what I was just telling you, that this is someone moving quite intuitively. So that's why I'm saying, either you've expressed this, either you've expressed the needs, or you have not. It doesn't seem to really, doesn't seem to really matter in this case, because whoever this person is that I'm just reading right now, they are moving intuitively, meaning they just have this understanding that this is the natural next step. They are dragging the legs though. It seems like they're coming to this, that they keep weighing the options. While you or this other person is just kind of sitting pretty. I don't feel like they're so much involved with this decision making, other than either just having expressed the needs, or just sort of observing what this person may do. Why is the Ace of Wands in reverse? Okay, this has something to do with intimacy and being intimate. Um, Again, this can be for whoever has really expressed. Like, this is giving me an energy of, I cannot continue this. Like, I cannot be intimate with you if there are other people around, or I cannot be intimate with you if there's like other people lingering, and that is sort of slowing down this connection. So it seems like someone has definitely expressed their needs, and or again, it's just I'm kind of moving from one to another because I'm definitely picking up on different energies here. I keep getting different scenarios for different people. But the main message is really like that seems to be a factor here as well, like intimacy, being intimate with each other, and it being either just like recognizing or wanting the whole experience to be safe for both people. And it is slowing down the connection. So if someone is pulling the brakes on being intimate with the other, that is naturally is slowing down the connection. And in this specific case, it may make someone, have to decide which direction do they want to go. Do they want to keep other people around? Do they want to keep an ex around? Do they want to, like, is that the direction they want to go? Or do they really want to move towards this Two of Wands, which apparently, by the looks of it, both parties can feel like that's where this is or would be headed, into a relationship. I got a Three of Swords, and I got the Eight of Pentacles. And the Five of Cups. Yeah, well, this is just like a non-negotiable. I'm definitely now tapping into someone who has this is just a non-negotiable. Like, either you come to this decision, either we're gonna move things along, we're gonna see what comes out of it, we're gonna make sure this is like a safe experience for both of us, or this is what I need for it to be a safe experience, and or I am willing to walk away from this. Like, this is someone, and I feel like this is the other party, not the one that is feeling like they need to make a decision. This is one party is very clear on what they need and what they want. And here again, I'm just keep getting like different energies. Some have expressed this very clearly, like have vocalized this, and others you may have just expressed it differently, like just by the way you move or the way you hold yourself. That's like a non-negotiable, and somehow this person knows that. And at the same time, they can feel that you or this other person is just very open to actually give this a shot and work this out and put in the necessary work to make it a good experience. I mean, with the World and the Devil, there's something about a repeat pattern still. So that's another energy I'm getting for, especially, like, it's for both of you, but it seems like this person that is feeling like they need to make a decision, that's another part of the threshold they are at, is like, okay, either I'm gonna recreate, I'm just gonna live my life like I always have. I'm gonna do the same things like I always have, and or I'm gonna make a different choice that will also sort of demand more out of me. Like, especially with this Two of Wands out here, that of course when two consciously decide to recognize that there's potential for a relationship, or there's potential for this to become a relationship, that instantaneously sort of like with that also comes an agreement of like, I'm willing to put in the effort, like I'm willing to take another person's needs and desires into account as well. And this is why they're pulling their feet. That's another reason why they're pulling their feet, because they can feel that is gonna demand more out of them than whatever pattern they've just been recreating, or whatever life they have been living so far, where apparently with this Three of Cups, they are easy manipulatable. Like, they apparently were able to have people around them that just didn't demand more out of them. They were willing to put up with whatever their needs are, whatever they needed, and may just have never expressed they needed something else or something more, or just tolerate it a lot. I'm getting sort of, I'm just seeing, I don't remember the name of that movie. It's with Eddie Murphy, and I think he comes to America from Africa, and there's this like one lady who just kind of, he says like jump, and she starts jumping, or he says bark, and she starts barking. Like that's the type of energy that said person has been dealing with. Sort of just like pleasing them and willing to serve them at any cost. So you definitely seem to be, or I mean, I'm referring it to you. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say you because it came out like that. You seem to be a challenge here, or the other person that they're now is bringing this out of them of like, okay, I need to make a decision. Is a challenge for this person. Well, this is the obvious conclusion with the Knight of Cups. Like, why they're even willing to make this decision, or why they're weighing the options, is because they feel something for my Queen of Cups here, which I'm referring to, I have been feeling like it's the collective. They just feel more for you than what they're used to. Like, this is the only reason why they're even sitting with this decision, because they feel like, yeah, you're worth it. So I guess we have identified the parties. This is someone connected to you, unless, like I said, if you feel like the rules are somehow reversed, you will sense it. But I'm going to do a little bit of how you may be feeling about this. We have Four of Swords. You seem chilled. You don't seem bothered, sort of oblivious even. Page of Swords. You are thinking about this person, but you seem pretty confident. Like whoever's at the other end here, who has either expressed their needs and desires, whether vocalized them overtly or just through the way they carry themselves, is looking really confident, like not worried about anything, sort of in an energy of like, come what may, either this person steps up or they do not. Like either way, I'm gonna be good. Okay. Wow. I don't know if you've been on this channel for a while, but the Knight of Wands has been like coming out nearly every reading. What I'm seeing is that actually you are now in a Knight of Wands energy. You are the one that's sort of like, I don't really know where this is headed. Don't really need to know. I mean, you're seeing the opportunity, or you're seeing like the doorway or the portal that a person is either going to step into or not. But it looks like you're very in a good, like it looks like you're in a good place with yourself. You're confident. This is like an energy of someone who knows they're going to be good either way. Like you're not dependent on this person. You're not dependent. It's like whether they, yeah, like I said, it just feels like very, like you're embodying this energy of either they step up to the plate, they take the opportunity with me, or they do not. I mean, the Knight of Wands can also speak of you having options, you know, like. So, while I say that though, there's a Page of Cups clarifying this. So it's not that you don't feel for this person. It's not like they don't, to some degree, matter to you, or like you may have a preference of how this turns out, but you're not attached to an outcome. Five of Wands. The Chariot. Interesting. Looks like you are a bit conflicted about what you're feeling. This feels like a mirroring. It feels like you're both, like the person that's dragging their legs for one, and like both of you, this feels like two that sort of caught feelings or just are feeling more than what they used to and neither anticipated it. Because now the Knight of Wands being in your energy, this feels to me like, oh shit's about to get real and I'm not sure I want to give up my freedom. And if it's connected to the prior readings, which it can be alone standing, doesn't have to be connected. But if I do compare it, it's just for me as a reader interesting to see that, yeah, as soon as something, like with the Two of Wands, as soon as something can get a bit like, oh, this is about to get real, or this could get real, the one that may have been like, oh, I know what I want, I'm ready, you know, I'm ready for all of what this may bring, suddenly could and can get cold feet as well, of like, oh, actually I enjoy being single, or I actually enjoy my freedom, I've enjoyed just being able to move around and not really having to put in so much effort. I mean, that could also be a belief that the two of you have, or one within this connection has, of like, oh, a relationship takes so much effort, like it's gonna take so much out of me, which of course can be the truth, or it can be belief. We have the Sun out with the Seven of Cups. I mean, at the end of the day, it just looks like you're either gonna choose each other or not. I don't know how much is really in control, like, especially this Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups is more, I want to say more detached, in the sense like, whoever is facing this decision, whoever feels like I need to make a decision, it's sort of like the ball is in their court right now. Because this Queen of Cups, this Queen of Wands is like this one person. This is very detached. This is, like I said, this feels detached from outcome. Either they step up, or they know either way I'm going to be fine. So it seems like the ball now is in this other person's court, and it's going to be a question of whether, yeah, either you're going to choose each other or not. It's like pretty simple. The World keeps coming out. There's something about this that feels fated though, or whoever is feeling like they need to make a decision feels that strongly, like this is fated. This is not going to come around just every day like this. There's something about this connection that feels rare, and also another explanation, another reason why they're taking this sweet time. They're taking it seriously. This person is taking it seriously. They don't want to rush decision, like they don't want to ruin it. Five of Swords, yeah. They're sort of stressing about it even, like, I'm getting a message that whatever they've given you so far, or whatever they've given this Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands so far, they're recognizing it's not enough. Like they need to bring more to the table, or like they need to pull out the big guns now. And it may come in the form of like a declaration, or them just speaking truth. Like they feel like you deserve that. Five of Cups, Three of Swords. I don't know what this is about. I don't know, this feels like I owe you an apology, but for what? Okay, so specifically for some of you that with the Six of Swords walked away from this, or like that may be the reason why this Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups is so detached, because or like this, I'm having like difficulties with saying either you, or because yeah, you're gonna find yourself in either part, but anyways, I'm gonna say the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands may have been forced to walk away here due to something having occurred that was heartbreaking, or that was a betrayal, or that registered in your body as a betrayal. And whoever this person is that is like standing now at it, like it's about to make a decision, or is making a decision, it feels like they owe you an apology. And the apology may come by them just speaking you the truth and telling you the truth. Nine of Wands, Page of Pentacles, but they're afraid of that. They're afraid of telling you the truth. Why? Yeah, there's definitely been another person around. They wanna come clean about that. So they've been seeing someone else That's part of the decision. Sort of like, yeah, this looks like triangulation, but whoever it was at like the receiving end of this triangulation cut that shit like straight up. Or this is what I was picking up on this, on someone having like stated clearly, look, this is what I need. Either you're gonna deliver that or not, or I'm gonna be out. Meaning either you're gonna cut the outside interference, or I'm not gonna be around. So it looks like it's very strange to read this, because there's so much information I feel like that hasn't, like, I'm really not sure how much of this has been like vocally expressed. So in other words, you, the collective, or this Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, may have just picked up on there being a third, like someone else involved, without this person ever overtly telling you, and that registered as a betrayal, or that made you just walk away. It made you just be like, I don't want to get involved with this. And then the person sort of is now like answering with dragging their feet, knowing they need to come to a decision, knowing they cannot have both. They need to either go one way or the other way. And that being the natural, like, it does, like, the fact that they're even thinking about having to make a decision does show me that they care. I want to say to some degree. They haven't made the decision yet, but that they're just like thinking. It does look like they are moving into a space where they're already sort of in that Two of Wands energy of like thinking in terms of a unit. Not just me alone, but like, okay, us as a unit, what will be best for this connection? So that is gonna, for some, I'm getting for some of you, that is already gonna, I want to say, build some trust, because trust is lacking here. I don't know if it's from both sides, but definitely from whoever here felt like I need to step out of this, or for whoever just has picked up there's other people involved. Like, there's definitely lack of trust there. So actually hearing or knowing or having this confirmation of like, they're dragging their feet, they know they need to make a decision, they're actually taking your needs and wishes and desires into consideration, may feel good. But, you know, this is just tarot, we're just reading the energy. I always do recommend that you listen to these responsibly. You know, it's a collective reading still. Personal readings will always give you more information as to what is currently happening in your life, unless you're like super fine-tuned and intuitive yourself, and just kind of have figured out when to take messages on board and when not. So I do trust that you can do that. I'm going to pull a few more cards. I want to know a little bit more about, I mean, I asked how you feel and that was really detached. So let's see more about how this person feels, what's going on within their mind. Queen of Cups, Eight of Cups, Ace of Swords. Well, they feel cut off. Like, they feel cut off from your love, they feel cut off from your attention, your energy. They feel like you're disappointed with them. And then I'm seeing the Four of Wands, the King of Cups, and Judgment. They feel like you misread them, or they feel like you didn't fully understand the intentions. That's apparently not a part of the truth that they feel like they need to come out with, because they actually see you with the Empress. They see you as very valuable, like you matter to them. Or they have a feeling like you will matter to them, like you will be someone who matters in their life. Because already now they feel that with the Nine of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, they're sort of, they sort of fluctuate between feeling like they can give you and want to give you what you deserve, and then fluctuate in like to I don't have anything to give you. Like, why would you even be interested in me? So actually, this person is dealing with some insecurities that are coming up through this connection. We have the Six of Cups with the Knight of Cups. Like already said, definitely feeling a strong connection, and they're just constantly in their head about you. Like they're constantly thinking about this. They're constantly thinking about what they should do about this third party, or these third parties, or these outside influences that apparently they are registering is that it's a threat to this union, or it's a threat to this connection. They are apparently aware of that, and they are thinking about what they should do about it. Let's find some more information on this Three of Cups energy. What can you tell me about that? Devil. Yeah, so it looks like the decision really, like whoever this third party is making their life miserable. Or if it's multiple third parties, it's been making their life miserable, but they do feel it could be like a sexual thing. Sort of like comfort. I am getting that, but with the Chariot, there's like, it just seems like you're like a fresh breath of air. You're bringing like a newer energy into this person's life, and they're definitely seeing the opportunity, but they're moving slow. Page of Wands, the Emperor. I don't know if you just heard my mum. She just walked up. She went, it stinks, it stinks. Yeah, I don't know if this sound like, there's something, since you walked into this person's life, there's something very distinctive that they recognize between you and between who else they had been entertaining, or have, yeah, I said had, but like, it could be exactly that. It could be the smell, like that the smell, they can't, there's something occurring where they're just having a clear, distinct, like they can clearly recognize what is good for them and what not. And apparently it's helping with the decision they're about to make, or they need to make. Queen of Wands, which would be towards you. Four of Pentacles. Oh, there's a bit of like this sort of, this very strange energy, because it's like there's already an attachment that has formed. Like this person already feels attached to this Queen of Wands. So now it's a Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups. But at the same time, like not fully trusting it. Not fully trusting if they can really, for one, if they can trust you, and if this also is someone they can, like someone that's gonna be around. Like I was just picking up on an abandonment, like this person has a fear of abandonment. So it's like they want to be sure that they can trust you and that you will be around, and that you won't just leave them. But it's like they don't have that guarantee. They don't have the guarantee. And also it seems like they're they're intelligent enough to understand that you may not want to stick around. Like how can they expect you to stick around if they have other attachments lingering? dude, I don't know what you, with Magician, they're like, they feel such a strong pull to you. It's like really, it's not only strong pull, like with you, they feel peace and calm. They feel a peace. Like you sort of bring like hope, and like also there's a feeling of like, with you anything is possible. But then this bloody Two of Swords, it's like they go in and out of feeling really sure and then just doubting this. But that as well can be tied to the insecurities. Like when insecurities come up, you start doubting what is good for you. Can also be you don't believe you deserve what is good for you, you know, like the decision in itself, or even the connection, I want to say, is a heavy weight. Like it's pressure, it's weight, it's not something to take lightly. Moon, Four of Cups, and Lovers. Yeah, there's just this constant lingering of like, I want to say even the shadow gets in the way of like, yeah, it's just fear of being rejected, fear of being discarded, fear of like, oh, if you're gonna see my true self, you're not gonna feel the same way you do anymore. Sort of like someone is afraid that they're gonna fade into the background, that it's all just like intense and real now, but it won't be. Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups. Yeah, but at the same time, just not being able to shake the feeling. I think that's what's standing out the most to me right now throughout this whole reading. Like, that there's something about the both of you, but now specifically one person. It seems like something got awakened. It's like a part of them woke up that was dead. Like they didn't know they could feel this way about anyone. And they can't shake that off. Should we go in with different cards, maybe? Oh yeah, I got this deck I haven't used in a while. What should we ask though? Okay, just keep going with how they feel. Tower, King of Cups. Oh. Someone's so smitten by you, dude. I don't know what you did to this person. They're like so smitten to the point where they generally they want to change their ways. They don't want to disappoint you. Like the Two of Cups is out. Page of Swords with the Empress. They like, this is someone coming through with like their tail tucked between the legs. Like they generally don't know. I want to say they don't know what to do with this, but at the same time they do know. But this is basically sort of the energy of the whole reading, with the Two of Swords constantly coming out of just like being confused. It's like they keep going in and out of like, I don't know what to do with this, but then apparently being very clear, or just knowing they need to make a decision. Like they can't hold this off forever, or they can't hold off on this forever. And it seems like a reason for that is because you are detached, or the other party, the Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, which is the same person, is very detached. And when someone is detached like that, it can make another person feel like, oh, I don't have all the time in the world, you know, like, yeah, King of Pentacles, I need to step up. I need to do something. I can't keep just throwing breadcrumbs or like minimum effort and hoping that's going to be enough. Like I need to do something. But that's where they're just kind of falling short. And the third party is constant influence. It's like, it's definitely also a threshold of like, either I'm going to go back to the old, or I'm going to step into something new. And what I can just tell you of what I'm seeing is this is an internal process that you have absolutely no control over. It's an internal process that has to do with their own limiting beliefs, with their fears, with their worthiness, whether it's issues or they recognize within them that they feel worthy of stepping into something new. Like, this is where they're at, where they're just also dealing with this person's dealing with a lot of pain as well that is currently coming up, which I find very interesting, because on Patreon, the whole new moon reading that I posted yesterday, it was a lot like about processing pain, but from the perspective of the collective. So that may be a mutual thing here, but those of you that are Patreon, or if you feel interested in that, you can join, and you have a full hour on this specifically. But yeah, this person's processing, it's like a lot of pain is coming up that they need to deal with, they need to sit with as well, heartbreak, and just the choices they've made. Like leading up to where they are now. It really is like a new dawn. It feels like a new dawn, a new beginning, or I go back to what I'm used to, what is familiar, and what gives me a level of comfort, but may not bring me much more than that. I don't know, I'm kind of picking up on them also being very shy, but that's also something that they're normally not like that. I don't know, dude. I think this person's just a bit overwhelmed, to be fair. Or to be honest, with just like your pressure. You seem to be pressure. You're just not someone to take lightly. Whether they step up or not, I want to say still unclear, but that's also may not be what you need to know, because the message to end there really is that this is out of your control. Like, you can be a witness, you can observe, but whether they step up to the plate or not is really going to be as well individual for each of you, depending where you or the person is at in the journey. But if you want to know more, you can definitely always book in for personal reading. I have it all linked below, and I will be back soon with another reading. Anything else? No, I think that's it. Bye.